Hello everyone. So in this video I will continue Gupta period. So let's see the administration of Gupta. So administration. Gupta administration was decentralized and king was assisted by council of minister. It is mentioned in Allahabad pillar inscription. So this is very important point. King was assisted by council of minister. It is mentioned in which inscription? So Allahabad pillar inscription. And there were two high officers. One is Kumaratya and another is Sandhi V. Grahika. So let's see Kumaratya. So Kumaratya formed the chief cadre for recruiting high official under Guptas and Sandhi V. Grahika. So first Sandhi Grihika was Hari Sena under Samudragupta. So this is the only important point I have found. Who was the first Sandhi Vigrahika? So Hari Sena under Samudragupta. So this officer, like this position was started at the time of Samudragupta only. Now there was one tax called Sena Bhakta tax. It means army was fed by the people whenever it passed through the countryside. Simply like whenever troops of army pass through some village or town, then the people who lives in that village or town they have to feed the army. And there was a one important writer, Katyana. He was the Smriti writer of Gupta period. And another thing is Sati was also existing at the time of Gupta period, and we get to know about this through Bhanu Gupta Iran inscription, which is in MP. So this is very important point. Like which inscription tells about the Sati at the time of Gupta period, then Bhanu Gupta inscription, and Bhanu Gupta is a place which is in Iran. Now let's see the Gupta period's economy. So at the time of Gupta period, Gupta ruler issued largest number of gold coin in India, and let's see something related to land, state ownership of land. We get to know about Pahadpur copper plate inscription, land survey, Pune plate of Prabhavati. So these two are very important point through which inscription we know about state ownership of land. Then Pahadpur copper plate inscription. Pahadpur copper plate inscriptions describe about state ownership of land at the time of Gupta period. Another thing is land survey, Pune plate of Prabhavati. Now Pustapala. Pustapala was a post who maintained record of all transaction of land. Now let's see the type of land. Kshetra Bhumi, cultivable land. Khila, wasteland. Vastu Bhumi, habitable land. Chargah, pasture land. Aprahata, forest land. So there were five type of land at the time of Gupta period. Kshetra Bhumi, uh, it is also called cultivable land where agriculture kind of things used to happen. Khila means wasteland. Vastu Bhumi, habitable land. Chargah, pasture land. Aprahata, forest land. Now next is types of tax. So Bhaga 1 by 6 of the produce. Bhaga was the type of tax in which people had to pay 1 by 6 of the produce. And then Bhoga. Bhoga, supply of fruits, flower, vegetable to king. Bali, additional oppressive tax. Bali was the type of tax in which sometimes like kings used to impose some additional tax. Then Uparikara, an extra tax levied of all subjects. So this was also tax. Sometimes we can see in the current day we have excise duty, some custom tax. So that time also there was one tax, Uparikara. Now let's see port at the time of Gupta period. So there were two important port, East Coast port and West Coast port. So in East Coast port was Tamralipti, Chantsala and Kandura, and in the West Coast Bharuch, Chaul, Kalyan and Cambay. So these are important posts. Post I don't think important, but yeah, types of land and tax may be important. And another thing like question related to inscription. So I think question related to inscription is very important. Let's see, we can revise one more time. So state ownership of land, Pahadpur copper plate inscription, land survey, Pune plate inscription, and Postapala who used to maintain record of all transactions. So let's see some other instruction. Yeah, Bhanu Gupta inscription. A first example of Sapi appears in Gupta period, and another is king was assisted by council of minister. It is mentioned in Allahabad pillar inscription. So these are the important inscriptions related to Gupta administration and economy. Thank you.